I wrote a book and I am in the process of self-publishing it. And when I say I'm in the process of self-publishing it, I mean that I've decided I want to self-publish it. It's currently with my editor. And once we do a couple of revisions, we're going to move along. And eventually I'm going to be showing you guys my book and saying like, oh my gosh, guys, it's out. Until then, though, we are just going to talk a little bit about it. It's called Iniquity. It's a thriller. It's 80,000 words and it's set in Windhoek, Namibia. I always knew that I wanted to write a book that was going to be set in Namibia, but I didn't know that I was going to write a thriller until the idea just came to me last year. So over about 13 months, I worked on this book and got it to be where it currently is, which is its second draft. The first draft was 108,000 words, and that took me 75 days to write. I will do another video explaining how I managed to write 108,000 words in 75 days and why I would do something crazy like that. But after I wrote that first draft, I took about 3 or 4 months off from writing because 75 days is like 2.5 months, right? And writing almost daily for all that time almost drove me crazy. Like I seriously almost lost my mind. So I took like 3 or 4 months off. And when I say I took 3 or 4 months off, I actually just mean that I was burnt out. Like I couldn't even look in the direction of my laptop without feeling like anxiety, you know? So once I was ready to return to the book, after a couple of months, I sat down, I figured out like what was wrong with it, what I would change about it, and structurally it changed so much. Like the core of the story stayed the same, but I went from like the book being in third person to first person. I cut out a lot of it, like some of the plot lines just disappeared. I added a couple, and I was really making a lot of like big structural changes, and then eventually got down to the 80,000 word book that I have right now. I then put it down again for a couple of months before going through it, reading it, listening to it in audiobook form, and kind of absorbing it. And I finally felt ready enough to send it to an editor. I managed to find somebody that's willing to edit my book, which is a friend that I've had for a couple of years. I am a journalist, so I am very blessed to have a network of writers and readers that I know personally. So I know that on this journey, I'm going to have so many people that I can lean on and rely on, and I'm very excited about that. Like I said, the book is a thriller that is set in Windhoek, and it follows a businessman, a club owner, and he's just living his life, and some stuff starts happening, and he thinks that somebody is sabotaging him. But it's like, who would be sabotaging him? You know, you sit down and you think, you're like, I am so perfect. Who could possibly be trying to ruin my life, you know? And if you take the time one day to read that book, you will find the answer. I promise you that. And I think that it's a very exciting book. The idea of a thriller is not where I started. I've always wanted to write children's adventure books. Like I always thought that I was gonna write something like along the lines of Harry Potter, like adventure, youth, coming of age, kids learning their own strength, the moral message, that type of thing. And I really love fantasy as well. I love sci-fi. And so that's what I've always been like playing around with in my mind. And then last year, January, I had a epiphany. Like it just came to me. The story came to me like almost fully done. Like the main character was like so rich when I first met him. Like I feel like I didn't create him, you know. I just feel like he's someone I know. Now that my book is with the editor, I'm gonna wait for her to like give me my feedback, and then I'm gonna work on my third draft, and then we're gonna see where we're gonna go from there. Stay tuned for more. Like I have no idea what direction this particular series of videos is gonna go in, but I just want to share this on TikTok honestly because I think it would be really cool to look back one day. Thank you for listening.